and Safety. Roll call. Here.
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 Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No.
No.
Approval of the minutes of August 17th. Did anyone have a chance to look at those?
Motion to defer.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Under correspondence, item A, we have a bid opening for emergency demolition of a property located at 7247 Calumet. We have 3 bids. The first bid is from R&R Demolition, 7247 Calumet Avenue. Here's what I need.
R&R Demolition, 7247 Calumet.
Oh, that's the address of the property. That's not their address. The way it's written, you would think it is. They're at 1370 Joliet Street, Dyer. And their bid is $5,980. The next bid is from Acton Contracting LLC, P.O. Box 518, East Chicago, Indiana. And their bid is $16,400. Boy, that's a big spread.
Yeah.
Is that the right thing I had down there?
And it is the same address, so they looked at the same property. The final bid is from JM Industrial Services Incorporated, 201 Marble Street, Hammond, Indiana. And their bid is $12,750. Do I have a motion to refer these to code enforcement for tabulation and recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item B, we have a service order agreement with Comcast for the new police garage submitted for approval. And it's been reviewed by Chris Campbell and I think Chris Cantor also. Everything appears to be in order. It looks like it's for internet service and for telephone. Do I have a motion approving the agreement?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item C, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty advising Sergeant Michael Danko was reassigned to the jail division and will receive chauffeur warden specialty pay. Sergeant Donald Connor was reassigned to the traffic section of the uniform division and will no longer receive chauffeur warden specialty pay. Sergeant Philip Merritt will be promoted to the rank of lieutenant as of August 23rd, 2017, and shall relinquish his chauffeur warden specialty pay and receive lieutenant's pay and various approvals for parade routes and block parties submitted for approval. Do I have a motion approving the chief's requests?
Motion to approve.
Let's see the parade real quick. We did. Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item D, notice of violation hearing on property located at 650 Conkey Street.
Morning.
Good morning. This was 650 Conkey. We did an inspection there, and we noticed the basement. Not sure if we caught it in reconstruction or if it was being deconstructed at the time, but asking for the removal of the basement bedroom because it had a 6-foot ceiling height and 7 foot's required. Also, there was no permits to create any sort of bedroom in the basement and not having 33 inches as far as the door entry. So we're just asking for the removal. The owner actually was here yesterday, and I told him to show up, so I don't know why he didn't come.
He's not in
today.
the audience?
No.
Is he working with you on this?
He was, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll make a motion to affirm the order.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
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 Those against, motion passes.
Thank you.
Item E, rental registration hearing for property located at 1308 Indiana.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is James Sheldon, sir.
Okay.
This is the first time I made out a rental agreement, and I couldn't have rented it out in June because I had 2 inspections here.
Okay.
Right here, June, I put June, I should have put July.
So,
Here's one, June 15th.
This is the first year you rented it, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
and when did you have a tenant come in?
July.
Okay.
Okay, so,
I didn't know what I was doing. I just,
so what we have on file is, this house was, under construction for, a few years, actually. There was a boardworks removal of the second floor apartment in 14, but this gentleman, I think, had the proper permits to create it into a proper 2-unit. Per water, there was 0 consumption for 15, 16. And then we do have on file that release was sent to NIPSCO at the end of 2016. So we're just looking for, it's still 2 units, correct?
yes, sir.
2 units.
Yeah.
2017.
Okay. All right, so we're going to make a motion to waive the late fee, but the properties must be registered for 2017 at a rate of $5 each unit.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me till I came
Second.
here.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes.
Sir, if you'd like to stay after the meeting, you can take care of this today.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item F, rental registration hearing for property located at 2532 White Oak Avenue.
Yes, sir, I did not know these had to be registered. When I moved out of this place, my nephew lived in it for a couple of years. When he moved out, I rented to somebody, and I had no idea these had to be registered. I actually called the code enforcer to have him flag the person for not cutting the grass, and he told me that I needed to do all this. I had no idea of this.
Okay, what we do have on file is that Mr. Clements
Yes, sir.
did move to Valparaiso in 2014. Water bills were being mailed to that address since 2014. As far as his nephew living there, I'm just basing it off his word. So,
How many, is this one unit?
20,
So how long have you had someone in there paying rent?
Well, since we left, but my nephew was there, like I said, for almost 2 years. He needed a place to stay, so we gave him the place. When he moved out, I rented it to another tenant. I had no idea that this had to be registered. I've never done this before.
so that was at the end of, that was November 26th of 2014. Mr. Clements left to Valparaiso.
So for 14 and 15, or no, 15 and 16, your nephew's living there?
Yes, sir.
So with that being the case, if that's the case, what are you looking for, 1 year?
I guess we're looking for 1 year,
Do you need an affidavit for
Well, yeah, we
record
can fill out
keeping
an affidavit.
purposes?
Yeah, you can fill out an
Admitting-
affidavit saying
admitting
that
to
his
that?
nephew was living there the prior years, 14 or for 15 and 16, just so we have that on record.
I'll make a motion to waive the late fee. The unit must be registered for 2017 at a rate of $5.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes.
Thank you. And sir, you'll need to, if you want to stay afterward, you can take care of that. We need you, if you have a relative living in the home or in your rental property, you need to come in and let us know that,
Okay.
okay? So otherwise, it needs to be registered every year.
I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item G, rental registration hearing on property located at 1135 Morris and 641 Sibley.
Yes, I own both those properties. Before I bought them, they weren't on the tax rolls, so I've been paying city taxes or state taxes for these 2 properties. I keep them above standards. Just recently, a couple of months ago, I had a $5,000 plumbing bill because the pipes shifted underneath the grass going out to the street. So that was taken care of. To be honest with you, I just simply forgot, and then I contacted the city, and she said make an appeal form. Right now, I'm working on putting new doors in at 1135 Morris. I put new carpet in there, new hot water heaters in both houses, new roof, new garage. Huh?
Did you have permits for all that?
Yes. Yeah,
Are
the
these-
plumbing had shifted. The plumbing had shifted, and I had a reputable union contractor that did that. The bill a couple of months ago was $4,777. So I don't try to be remiss on a small fee that, you know, could hopefully not turn into a larger fee. I'm a past Hammond school teacher at Clark Morton, and Scott, who taught science and social studies, and I grew up in the area here, so
So can I
I would
ask you,
appreciate any consideration.
are these each 1 unit apiece?
I'm sorry.
Are they each 1 unit? Okay, so we're talking about
Yeah.
2 units total.
2 units.
And just for 17, and you,
Registered every other year.
okay. And you've had somebody renting those units in 17?
Well, I've had to go through eviction on a couple, so I have not had rent consistently there.
Have you had anyone renting there at any
Yes,
time in 17?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
All right, we're going to make a motion to waive the late fee, but both units must be registered for 2017 at a rate of $5.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments?
No, I appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item H, we have an amusement device list from one business in Hammond.
Make a motion to approve the amusement devices.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item I, correspondence received from Special Events Coordinator Donna Muter requesting to block off various streets, detour routes attached to hold the 2017 Hammond Veterans Appreciation Day Parade on Saturday, November 11th, 2017, submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
That's on Goslin, right?
No.
No? Where's it at? Pardon?
173rd.
In
Okay.
Kennedy.
To Pisco Park,
Okay.
north on Kennedy.
We have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item J, correspondence received from Bishop Brandon Jacob Sr. from New Zion Temple requesting to block off Tapper Street from the corner of Merrill to the corner of Morris on August 27 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for their outdoor festival. Submitted for approval.
Comment on that?
I move, make a motion to approve the request.
A second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item K, correspondence received from Lisa Samani requesting to block off 172nd Street between Monroe and the alley entrance, allowing the alley to remain open on October 28th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. submitted for approval. What's the event?
I don't know. I think we need more info.
I think we need a little more info because it's confusing as to exactly what is it she wants us to close and to where, I think.
Yeah, why does she want to close? What's happening there? Is it a private party or?
She doesn't say. Okay.
We got time, so we could just defer action, right?
Yeah.
Ask for additional information from her.
Motion to defer.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item L, correspondence received from Natalie Lee inquiring what the regulations are on having a Little Free Library post in the front yard of a residence. Ms. Lee would like to have a permanent post in the ground or a large movable planter. Is there a picture on the next page?
Okay.
If she wants to do it in a neighborhood,
Yeah.
maybe we should send this to Don Novak, see what the rules are on it.
Yeah, as far as zoning, I think someone had asked about that previously. I think, Mr. Novak said no, because it's considered a permanent structure. You can't have that in the residence, but I would send
structure? Okay. All right, make a motion to send to zoning for review and recommendation.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item A, garage sale permits. Oh, we got a bunch of them.
All right. A bunch of them today. Okay, where did we leave it on this one? Is this our, is this Hammond stuff? I never know the cutoff. That one was still. Make a motion to approve the garage sale permit.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Item 6, matters from other board members. 7, matters from other department heads or their representatives. Any new business, any old business? Meeting's open to the public. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to step up to the podium? Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Councilwoman Benez came in too.
Please state your name for the record.
My name is Greta Gregory. I would like to have a garage sale this weekend at 244 Southmore Road in Hammond, Indiana. I was unable to return my form in because my mother's been in the hospital and just been released from the hospital today.
244 Southmore?
Yes,
And just on Saturday?
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Can we just have her fill out a form if we approve it? Okay. Okay, make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes. Yeah. Can you fill that out for us?
Just so we can have a record of it, please. Happens fast. All right.
Is there anyone else in the audience who'd like to speak up?
Janet's here. Janet's here.
Oh, I'd like to recognize Janet Benez, who is hiding behind the tall gentleman in the first row.
Okay.
Okay. If there's no one else, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Go ahead.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion passes.
Kevin.
Meeting's adjourned.